Y'all continue to hate and say all of those mean things on the internet. I embrace that, so thank you, because I truly don't give a damn.
拷问巴特勒还是被巴特勒拷问？
30s. In the
Last
passion.
question after the last.
Yeah, the very last question. Like because you mentioned.
吉米巴特勒如何讲述自己的故事？大家好，这里是 Telfair，
Telfer.
我们一起来挖掘真实励志有趣的篮球文化。你的点赞让我不停更新。从2023年到现在，我做了好几期巴特勒的视频，这其中包括球员特写的栏目，也有一期球员故事。2年之后，这一次在李宁巴特勒生来要闯的中国行中，我终于有机会和巴特勒详细聊聊之前视频中的一些内容。希望我们的这段对话也能解决你的一些好奇心与疑惑。
My name is Telfer. I'm a content creator.
Telfer?
Like
Sebastian?
Like that.
在昨天的视频中，我们说到，似乎每一位 NBA 球员在提到巴特勒的时候，都会将他形容为 a dog， 一个狠人。
That's what I love about Jimmy. He's a dog.
That guy's a dog.
He a damn animal.
He's just a dog.
We got all 5 people that are like dogs.
我很好奇，巴特勒的这种 dog mentality 是从哪里来的？是与生俱来，还是人生中的经历？
So I watched a lot of interviews about you. They all mention you, and when they mention you, they all describe you as a dog. Stephen Smith says so. Patrick Beverley says so. Jeff Teague says so.
Jeff Teague, don't listen to him, but go on. Not Jeff Teague.
All right. So where is that dog mentality or that born to break through come from? Is it from like your inside?
鉴于这次巴特勒中国行的口号是生来要闯，所以我以为巴特勒的答案应该是与生俱来。然而他并没有这样回答。
Nah, I think it's just, what you go through in life, how difficult it may be. Everybody has their own stories. Everybody has their own way of getting to where they are going to get to eventually. Everybody's going to have a hard time at something. Basketball, mathematics. I'm not even good at history, so I had that in history. Work, relationship, whatever it may be, you can get through anything. You just can't give up.
这里值得一提的是，杰夫蒂格是巴特勒在森林狼时期的前队友。他在自己的播客以及德拉蒙德格林的播客中都讲述了巴特勒在森林狼的那次著名训练。巴特勒带着一群发展联盟球员战胜了森林狼除了巴特勒以外的主力球员，加上德里克罗斯。是真是假，大家就自己鉴定吧。
Jeff Teague, don't listen to him, but go on. Not Jeff Teague.
既然巴特勒说到了故事，那不妨就回到故事最开始的地方——德克萨斯州的 Tomball。这里是休斯顿附近一座人口只有1万人左右的小镇，是巴特勒成长的地方。高中，巴特勒来到了本地的 Tomball High School， 这是一所完全不知名的学校。我很好奇，在那个时候，巴特勒有没有考虑过进入 NBA？
Nah, you're not supposed to make it to the league out of Tomball. I mean, hell, you're not even supposed to play Division I basketball out of Tomball. But where there's a will, there is a way. And I just stayed the course. Took my talent, which wasn't very much, to junior college, then to Marquette, and before you know it, I was a pro.
高3的巴特勒场均只有10分，高4赛季生活稳定的巴特勒将自己的篮球表现提高到了 19.9 分、8.7个篮板。但是高4赛季才爆发的巴特勒并没有吸引到什么大学球探和教练的关注。高中毕业，巴特勒加入了 Tyler Junior College。JUCO 也就是俗称的大专。关于 JUCO 的环境，大家可以参考 Netflix 的纪录片 Last Chance U。在这里，巴特勒甚至无法参加 NCAA， 只能参加 NJCAA。可是，虽然 Tyler 完全不是名校，但是直到今天，巴特勒一直都对这段经历心存感激。为什么
？It means a lot. Marquis and TJC and the whole Apache family. They were legit the first individuals to take a chance on me coming out of high school. Not anybody knowing who I was, but just belief that I could be really good at this basketball thing. So they deserve a lot of the credit for, who I am today. It's broken up between a ton of people. But TJC, Go Apaches, they're the first ones that legit took a chance on me.
The first step where it all starts. Then you go to the next stop, Marquette.
在 Tyler 的表现让巴特勒被日后的名帅 Buzz Williams 相中，他与队友 Joe Fultz 一起转学到马奎特大学。2023年，我的第一双巴特勒的签名鞋就是黄色的马奎特大学配色，那是我最喜欢的配色。那么巴特勒本人最喜欢哪些配色呢？
I love the Jade colorway. The light green. I think that's a staple. Me personally, I love the Samba colorway, which is kind of like a shout to the greatest football player to ever walk the face of the earth, Neymar Jr. in Brazil. How many is that? That's 2, ain't it?
Yeah, that's 2.
I loved the colorway that I wore to Media Day last year. Whenever I was late, it's like a Two-Face colorway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From Batman, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
Two-Face colorway. That one was fire. That one was elite. And then what else? What other colorway do I really like? And then honestly speaking, me personally, I just like an all black sneaker. So the all black JB3 was at the top of my list just because I like all black sneakers.
All black everything, like Batman, Robin. Yeah, I got you.
在经历了马奎特大学的3年之后，巴特勒终于在2011年的 NBA 选秀的第30顺位被选中。我很好奇，在选秀夜当晚，巴特勒会不会像他的队友德拉蒙德·格林一样生气，记住错过他前面的29支球队，以及在他之前被选中的29名球员呢？
Let's go to the next stop when you got picked by Chicago Bulls in the 30th. At that time, what's your feeling? Are you gonna be like Draymond Green? You hate all the team which did not select you, like you remember all of them, or you feel like blessed?
He's petty, okay? Let's just get that out the way. He's petty. I'm not that petty. I'm fortunate to be drafted by anybody like who wanted me to try and even attempt to make their team better. I got lucky that it was the Chicago Bulls and I was around some incredible vets. You know, I'm around MVP D Rose, great coach in Thibodeau, great organization, phenomenal city. I'm not worried about everybody that was drafted in front of me or after me for that matter. I wanted them to have long and healthy careers, all of that good stuff. I was focusing on myself, and I think I've done pretty well for the 30th pick.
在过去的6年中，我迷上了各种有关巴特勒训练的故事。2010年3月，大3的巴特勒迎来了属于自己的第一次疯狂3月。首轮6号种子马奎特大学的对手是11号种子华盛顿大学。比赛的最后时刻，昆西·庞戴克斯特在巴特勒头上完成了绝杀，完成以下各项。因为这记绝杀，巴特勒决定苦练防守，这造就了他日后立足 NBA 的根本。而在 NBA 通过防守立足，并且打了3个赛季之后，投篮命中率和3分命中率分别只有 39% 和 28% 的巴特勒，决定在休赛期磨练自己的进攻。于是他回到了德克萨斯，在他的房子中没有网线，也没有 WiFi。每一天醒来，巴特勒就去球馆训练，训练完回家无聊了就再去球馆，整个夏天都是如此。而下一个赛季，巴特勒成功入选全明星，并成为进步最快球员。
From the 30th pick to All NBA team to All Star, you must practice a lot. I heard a story from JJ Redick's podcast like 6 years ago, from the Ringer podcast. So you mentioned like after the 3rd season, you feel like you need to like develop your offensive skills. So you lock like the whole crew up back home, no network, no cable. Like, how's that?
Hell, we had nothing else better to do. Go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym, eat, sleep, and go to the gym. It paid off in the long run. Would I do it again right now? Probably not. I don't think my kids can manage without the internet, without their TV shows and their movies. But at that point in time, when I was really trying to make it and make a name for myself, you gotta sacrifice something in this life and the next. So that's what my sacrifice was.
2年前，我通过一则视频讲述了若干巴特勒训练的小故事。迈阿密热火队的赛季第一次训练开始的时间是上午10点，但是巴特勒出现在球馆的时间是凌晨3点半。从那之后，早起训练受到了热火队其他球员纳恩、西罗以及邓肯·罗宾逊的效仿，早起训练甚至变成了一场竞赛。可是，不论西罗多早到达球馆，他们总会看到已经全身湿透的巴特勒。2023年落选 NBA 全明星之后，全明星周末期间，巴特勒来到了阿根廷度假。他叫上了自己的训练师 Chris Brickley， 经历了16个小时的舟车劳顿之后，5月12点 ，Chris 下了飞机，而巴特勒的训练时间是凌晨1点。坐在场边 ，Chris 问巴特勒 How hard do you want to go? 1 to 10， 而巴特勒的回答是 10。那个赛季，巴特勒完成了黑八，带队再次杀入总决赛。但是在那个视频的评论区中，也有很多人质疑，这么早起来训练到底有什么意义？
So my last question is about the doubt because a lot of people heard the story about you getting up early. A lot of people doubt, like, what's the point? Like, getting up so early, like, does it harm your health a little bit? Like, what's the point?
I don't give a damn. I'm not worried about what everybody else think. Never have I ever. Everybody worried about me. They probably should be worried about their own self. But that's just me in general. Y'all continue to hate and say all of those mean things on the internet. I embrace that, so thank you, because I truly don't give a damn.
采访的时间还没有用完，我抓紧问了最后的最后一个问题。
Last question, like, how you maintain the
Last
passion?
question after the last.
Yeah, the very last question.
这个问题来自我在美国遇到的朋友 Zach， 他是一位非常喜欢篮球的少年。
How you keep your passion after 15 years, like highly competition level?
I just know why I do what I do, and that's for my kids. Like, when they go back and they look at the career that I was lucky enough to have, I mean, he competed to the very end. He gave his all to the very end. I want to be like my dad. Like, that's all that you can hope for as a parent. So I know my why. I know my kids are the reason that I do it, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Domino Coffee and Kids.
Telfair.
Telfair. Like
Telfair.
Sebastian Telfair.
Yeah, Telfair.
Thank you so
Sebastian
much.
Telfair.
Let me help
Gotcha.
you.
Telfair.
so much.
Thank you, brother, man. Appreciate you. Telfair.
采访当天，巴特勒刚刚从武汉来到青岛，刚刚到达青岛，他就认真参加了与粉丝的互动活动，以及全国小学生联赛的观赛与颁奖。等到采访的时候，其实早已到了晚饭的时间，而巴特勒也已经很饿了。但是他职业的态度、友善的表达，让现场的每一个媒体都放下了紧张的情绪。我一直渴望着这样一个机会，能够与巴特勒好好对话一次，不仅仅是见到巴特勒。我很期待下一次我们还能像朋友一样聊聊天，聊上更多有关他的故事。至于巴特勒看了什么小学生联赛，他为什么如此激动，就让我们之后的视频再见。